one. I was counting down for you since you can't see it on your screen, apparently.
No, I was checking to see if you could see it on yours.
Yes.
What were you
I'm all
saying though,
set,
really quick,
Devo.
before I cut you off? Did you want to say something?
About, remind me, jog my
No, I
memory.
literally like kind of cut you off, and I was like, I'm gonna record.
No, it's okay. I'm used to you cutting me off. I think we should just
Oh my god, fuck you.
hit our intro, sister.
Oh my god, now you're like over it. All right, do I look better than you? Yes. All right, cool.
You weren't looking forward to our chat?
No, I love talking to you, but you know, you and I, we don't even do this.
What? FaceTime?
Talk about other people who talk about us. So we decided, or we were gonna have like a conversation about or a podcast, right? We were trying to figure out like a subject, and I just had an epiphany, and I was like, what if we were really petty? And we decided to like kind of like read the people who are reading the people, like do a podcast about the podcast. So that's where we came up, right, with Petty Betties.
It's very on brand, I feel. And I don't know, like this is not that serious, so I mean it's just us kind of shooting shit, but also I've got feelings, okay? I just want those feelings to be acknowledged.
Yeah, well, like you and I, we talk a lot on the phone, and I felt like we thought maybe we should, since other people were like airing their grievances about us and other people, that we would give ourselves an opportunity to do the same.
Yeah.
Right?
So, you know, I mean, I think that you in that outfit, girl, you've been you're sweating, aren't you?
No. I'm trying to be on theme because we're gonna do episode 1. Well, no, we're gonna do like the first week of the third bracket that we were on, you know, since we were there.
So you're
And
matching your outfits to what you wore in the workroom?
Yeah, so I'm trying to be like on themage. All right, so we're just gonna go in order of how a lot of McGriddles like served it up.
I think it's gonna be Denali, Ginger, and probably.
Wait, pause. Acid.
What?
Do you know who this woman is?
Talking right now?
Yes.
Oh my god, you're so mean to me. I know her online, and is it Boa?
It's Boa. Oh my, gold star, sister, gold star.
And she lost weight.
Yeah, she lost weight. She looks really good.
She looks stunning, but her lips got bigger.
Yeah, but
right?
I love those glasses. I love the glasses. I want those glasses.
I think she looks amazing. I think she's
Wait, why are we don't give her compliments, girl. That's the opposite of what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be reading these bitches.
Yeah, fuck the hoe. I forgot.
Okay, press play.
Oh, that was it? You're asking me if I know her?
I just wanted to make sure that you were familiar.
I couldn't tell you what show she's from, though.
She's from Canada's Drag Race.
Got it.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, and the interviewer is also from Canada.
Oh, okay, your friend. Got it.
Is that she has so much support and she has the talent to back it up. Ginger is an icon. I love Ginger Minch. She is also so talented in so many different ways. And I think Acid Betty just really was such a trailblazer with her aesthetic.
I like that. I will say
I like
trailblazer. Wait. Can I pause that?
I gotta give you admin access to your pausing. Yeah, go ahead.
You're gonna get so annoyed with me, aren't you?
No, I'm not. Go, do it.
I was just gonna say, and I'm not trying to kiss ass right now, but I know I've told you this.
This is a read show.
I know, but I wanted to give you some flowers just because you know that I'm like fully obsessed with you. But it was so cool being able to go into the workroom and work with people that had such like weight in the drag community and like kind of how Drag Race started, and a lot of what we see now, how it's like transitioned, is because of earlier seasons like Ginger's and like yours and Cynthia's. So like I just want to let you know, when I walked in, I was kind of like awestruck by the three of you as well.
That's cool.
And that's the only compliment I'm giving you ever again. So
thank you. And who are you? Thank you. Is this the live cameo? Is the cameo over?
Yeah, I'll be charging you $80 for it.
Oh, you charge only $80.
I'll get my Corey King bag. Okay.
Oh, not with Corey. Okay.
I'll pretend I have admin. Yeah.
online about how her hair length in confessionals keeps changing. I guess people feel like the hair grew because it was there for a long time. I'm gonna go with Ginger Minge because I always love Ginger Minge, and like I am fine with
Pause
having
it. These bitches never heard of biotin pills? They never heard of biotin pills? You can take that shit and it'll grow overnight.
Your hair?
Yeah, take it from me. Yeah.
You take it from you.
Girl, all these rumors are crazy, crazy.
But we know why her hair is changing length.
Do we? Maybe she's like one of those Barbie. You remember those Barbie toys where you could like crank the hair out and cut it or like curl it? Was it Barbie or Bratz?
That's why.
I know she has the knob on the back of her neck.
Yeah.
I know.
That's what it is.
She's covering the knob with her long hair.
With her attitude. All right. We're going to press play.
people on reality shows over and over if they make me smile and laugh and if they're good. My third is going to be a little controversial because I didn't love them in their original season, but I'm going to say Betties.
Wow, he didn't love you. How do you feel about that?
Isn't what will sweet? I ever do? Somebody doesn't love me.
Or they pick you and they don't love you.
Well, you know what? I'm just happy to be on the tip of their tongue. No, okay, honestly, I'll give you kind of the tea. They didn't like me on my original season, which, shocker. But
you saw all of their reviews of you last time.
Well, I saw some of the reviews. I was not an avid watcher, but I got sent them, of course. And so there were some nasty reviews where he said I didn't deserve to make it as far as I made it, and he thought I was a bully to Georges. Yada yada yada. And then he messaged me on Instagram and was telling me at the end of my season, you did so well, you deserve all the flowers, regardless of what people say or not, yada yada yada. And then at DragCon in the UK that same year, he was trying to get in and cut my line because he had a press pass. and I told him, I was like, my line, but I love DragCon. I love talking. And at DragCon, I had a line, and these people had been waiting for a while. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not letting you just cut the line just because you're press. And then he was getting heat the following day or after DragCon had wrapped, he was getting heat that he was on the pink carpet while the girls were walking down, and he was reading all of their outfits and just being kind of judgmental and harsh to a lot of them. So then people were talking about that on Twitter, and then I know, girl, I'm long-winded. I can't help it. But long story short,
thank you.
He was being rude to everybody on the runway at the pink carpet at DragCon UK, and then online. I just kind of read him and posted the tweet of him saying how amazing I was, even though he was reading me and calling him a fake bitch. But anyway, that was years ago. I get over things fast, believe it or not.
Really?
You can vouch for me.
I don't know. Are you over it?
Do I hold a grudge? Do I hold a grudge?
I feel like you've rubbed. I don't know. You've never had a grudge against me yet, so I can't really.
No, no. And the thing is I really do not hold a grudge if you just come to me and talk to me about it. I'm very weird with transparency because sometimes I just can't decipher things. Just I am in my own world. So I'm if you ever have a problem or anything, just literally talk to me about it and we will resolve it like that. It's whenever you talk to other people about it and it gets around to me that it sets a fire off inside of me.
Yeah.
I just have a
that's
spark.
A great topic because we're going to talk about something like that happens, hopefully, maybe in this episode.
Maybe if we get through this first little clip.
All right, let's get it.
The confidence and the command of
but they love your confidence
and just walking into the room and the way that the confessional, everything. I just feel she's giving star power.
Okay. And you know what? I'll take that. I'll take it.
Whatever.
And I respect
Next.
that shit.
Is it wrong to call
this
season or these recent seasons all-stars, given that some of the people in this all-stars cast were first or second boots on their seasons?
That's such a jab to their throats.
Oh no, wait, was this
Okay, wait. Girl,
he means who was booted from the island first or second? That's what he's saying?
I think what he's saying, and I've seen this conversation a lot online, is people saying that some of the girls in the cast shouldn't be considered all stars. which everybody has their opinions. I feel like it's kind of subjective, so you can't really measure that. I guess it's kind of the same way how we could measure what makes a good podcast.
Yeah, but it's not nice to be always picking on Alyssa Hunter. Like, she's our sister, and we have to like lift her up.
You, Acid, it's so crazy that you literally took the words from my mouth. You took them out of my mouth.
So I don't like that they were being shady to Alyssa, but I feel all I have to say is that Vanessa Vanjie Mateo went home first.
That's tea.
And I bet you this Fagatron and Drag Diva would consider her an all-star.
Like, oh my God, guess what? You're not an all-star. Yeah, you were on the show for 5 minutes. You don't matter.
Wait. Okay, whoa. Okay, wait. I'm just saying that when I watch all-star seasons, like, it tends to be like an all winners or an all finalists or an all this or an all that. I'm not saying I don't want them to come back. I'm not saying that they can develop and grow and blossom and be a butterfly in a returning
exactly
season.
What Frankie said. No, but I totally get what you're saying. Where like you almost feel like an all-star is like the best of the best.
Isn't that? I'm sorry.
When you think of like
All-Star.
Survivor or like, I'm just like, hey, you know what? You want me back? Let's go.
Okay, so they have two different definitions. Pretty Queen
of what an all-star is?
Yes, because Pretty Queen over here, her definition was best of the best, right? Work it out. Love that definition. I believe in that definition.
Totally.
The other dude, if I dare say, or whatever, male presenting over here, his definition was where you placed on the show. If you were eliminated first or second, or if you were a top, then you're an all-star. But I will just speak from personal, maybe because I'm not, but no, that's not how it works.
Girl, no, there's so many like different facets of what it means to be an all-star because there's so many avenues that drag has now. Like, I feel like, yeah, he was measuring it by what they got in the competition, which is ridiculous.
There are so many people who are top 3 who are still homeless and just working from job to job, and I don't consider that an all-star.
No, fully. And there's
I feel like an all-star is someone with a lot of quality. They're still working. Like, people love them. I don't know.
I also feel like it's somebody. No. I think you're 100% real for saying that, and I agree with what you're saying. I just think that that's kind of what the general consensus is amongst a lot of people is based on placements, and I wish people would get that out of their fucking heads. It's crazy.
Yeah, and like the franchise is so like saturated with girls or whatever. I don't know. If they're thinking the way they're thinking, there's only like 12 people to choose from.
Oh, like no, I'll take the opportunity.
I'm not critiquing. Okay, wait. I love these 18 queens. I want to watch them on TV again. Yeah, I'm just asking if we should change the name to RuPaul's Drag Race Second
All-Star.
I'm going to give them a second chance.
Oh, but you know, his podcast is named Thirsty Boy, so I don't know how much critical thinking skills he has.
All right, moving on to I Live for This with Trinity the Talk.
Wait. Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of I Live for This podcast review with myself, Chantel Sparkles, and
Trinity the Talk.
And they're giving me like receding hairline for the stars, but let's continue.
Girl, it's us. It's us in different fonts.
And I should be talking because I have a receding hairline. So let me continue.
Before we even get
Chantel,
which one of these girls would you want to get paired with, knowing that it's part sewing challenge and part storytelling?
I would be with Acid.
You would?
Yes, because I like how creative she is. She had a lot of ideas.
Just hold on. Pause this. Sorry. I want to know when you watch stuff like this, does it make you uncomfortable to watch people reacting to you? Like, I just want to know your feelings when you just watch these kind of things in general.
See that.
Or do you watch them?
No, this is why that's why I'm feeling like very much like, oh my God. Because deep down I really don't care. So this is making me care.
I know. I was like watching a couple of these clips just kind of in preparation for it, and I was like, I'm glad I don't watch these because it kind of like
I feel like honestly, I'm not a joke. The only time that I care is if they clock like a secret reference or if they're like on my wavelength. But if it's like judgment or like I don't like the color of that shoe or their makeup sucks or whatever, I really don't care.
Right.
Because like they weren't there in that moment, and that's why we're doing the show. Look at some of these people.
Wait, can you elaborate? No, I'm just kidding.
On what? Look at some of these people. We just talked about it. But should we continue or yeah?
Well, no, I was just curious because me.
Oh yes, warm up, that voice up.
But what I was gonna say was I generally don't watch them on purpose because it hurts my feelings to see girls that I like respect and look up to having things negative to say. And I know that's just a normal reaction, and I know like everyone has an opinion, so like I can't be mad at that. But like just coming from a place of being like a girl that watched this show before I even did drag and like admiring a lot of people, I don't want to know, you know, when they're kikiing with their homegirls or whatever by themselves in their bedroom with their door shut so they can record their podcast. Like, I don't want to know what they're saying to their friends.
Well, that's why we're doing this to them.
And that's exactly what we're doing back to them. Because we're what? We're petty. Okay,
right,
I'm
shall
sorry.
I play? That's okay.
Really good at like taking someone's idea and finessing it and making
me
it polished.
Flowers.
So I feel like with her throwing so many ideas at me, I'd be like, oh yes, bitch, we're gonna do this, but we're gonna do that. And I would be the one to be like, okay, yes, we're doing this. But wouldn't be like, well, maybe. Like Denali was like, yeah, like, like they were both so indecisive that's what really got the best of them.
I'm like, wait, y'all got fucking 2017 headphones on. Okay, sister.
I did notice that when we started, I pressed play and I kind of looked in my ear. I noticed that and I just looked in my ear and I looked at you too. And I was just kind of like,
I know.
And for me, my brain just went, that's a different silhouette. I didn't even think about like, oh, it's wired. I was just like, oh, okay. Yeah.
Sorry, that's the details I'm focusing on. Okay.
But what you're telling me is they have those free headphones that Delta gives out.
Girl, literally. Well, I don't know if it's Delta because I don't think Delta has those little microphones. Do they got the little fancy microphones?
No, you're right. No.
That's that good $15
That's that good tech. That's that good tech,
girl.
Also, like her creativity, I think that she's really good construction wise, and I can construct some things. So I feel like with us both being on the same team, we would not only be able to come up with a fierce.
I agree. I don't disagree.
Moving on. The girls are getting into their dressing spaces.
Did they skip you?
And Alyssa tells Daya that she's excited to have this experience with her, and she is her bitch. And I think Alyssa was making.
First of all. Oh, I think she was about to clarify. I'm nobody's bitch.
On their original season, Alyssa said that Daya was a bitch.
Yeah.
And
that's what she meant.
I don't think Daya didn't really take that too well. I feel like Daya comes across on TV very harsh.
Well, I'll tell you this. I feel like the whole episode she came in with knives.
Yeah.
Like everybody is
No, it was it was screws and nails. It wasn't knives. It was like screws.
Yeah, like how did they think I was gonna get my knives through TSA? Like, come on, use your critical use your thinking skills.
They took them away.
No, but my guns made it through. I'm just kidding.
LA girl, California, honey.
Her,
okay.
And she was ready to jab a bitch. With everything that she said, or anybody that said something to her, she was like ready for blood. And I'm like, we get it, like you're kind of shady, and we get that you have a lot to say, and you're talented, but like,
teacher. Wait, I have a question. Did I come in super like daggery to everybody?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did I really?
No.
Okay, wait. You can be honest though. I truly am like in my own world.
Across.
Yes. Which is true that they're not saying facts.
And I can see why like people think like, you know, because I'm trying to figure out our similarities. You know, people think that we're similar. And I can see now like in our delivery is very like pointed and kind of dramatic in the way we talk.
But the intention is never ill.
No, but
well, not
that's
never.
why they say that.
Calm it down a little bit. Like it is good TV though.
Yeah,
so you make good TV.
I don't have that much experience with Daya, but I can tell you, this person, she is a sweetheart. Like
it's
TV.
Well, it's just completely different. I don't know. I don't get it. But anytime I've ever met her in person, she is a sweetheart. So we're not coming for her. Again, don't send her hate. This is just us.
Send her hate
about the episode.
You can address it too.
Think that maybe Daya has changed from her original season.
Well, she's hoping.
But Daya in confessional says she has been called worse by better.
I was like,
girl,
fucking low blow, bitch. So, anyways, Ginger and Daya comes out and they're doing wind and water. And Ginger right off the bat starts talking about how she doesn't know how to sew and all that stuff. And Daya's like, okay, I'll take over the sewing. You just come up with, like what you said. She'll come up with the ideas and I'll kind of fill in. I was expecting more with the sewing because Daya talked a big game about how she sews.
Okay, wait. No, I did not talk a big game. Was I braggadocious about my sewing skills? I never thought I was like that. I was never in the workroom around you guys. I was never like, I was never like that. I feel like nobody was like that.
In regard to sewing, yeah, no one was like that.
Nobody was like that.
In the edit, some people were put like it made it seem like they were like real confident. A lot of people from time to time,
like me.
You, Denali, like Denali twice was like, "Sorry, girls, this is my thing."
Oh, okay.
And like, I love that and I love the confidence, but like, when they do that, they always keep that in because then they're like, "We're gonna make you lose."
Well, I'm used to only sewing one garment in less than 6 hours, not 2. So.
Yeah, no, girl, this took me a week, like overnight. Goodbye.
That aesthetic is kind. Like I love it, and I like that she knows how to put together a look. But when it came down to the runway, I was like, "Bitch, what is this,
girl?"
I would probably agree, but because I'm your friend.
I am not disagreeing either, if I'm being honest.
Because I'm your friend and I know like your aesthetic and stuff, like I get it. So I'm just like, work, bitch. But
Thank you. No, I don't disagree.
And to be honest, like Daya's.
But I thought by your presentation you could possibly be top because I saw how you could fucking storm that stage.
Don't try to give me a compliment now that you feel bad.
No, but remember the minute you came off the stage, I was like, "Girl,
you did." I do remember that you were like, you know how to like serve it out there, yeah. And then you were like, in those heels too. Wow, and I was like, okay, slay.
I was gagged. I really was. So fuck off.
The one thing you told me too is like when you know how to do something, you don't brag about it.
Yeah.
Because when you do, then people are going to expect a lot more from you. So you just need to kind of be like, well, I've been practicing my skills.
So we're going to have to look back.
Can I just say, I remember in the RuPaul,
you were like, "Oh, I can sew for fear of filth."
I didn't, but even in the walkthrough with Ru, she was like, "And Daya, you sew?" And I'm like, "I can put a garment together." I don't say, "Yeah, I can sew fucking sickening boots." Like I was like, "Yeah, I can put a garment together." It's so funny.
I think I was the only one that was like, "I can sew." Oh, Denali said she could sew too.
Well,
you just
then boom, come out, bitch, and be like, "This is me." And she did that, and then I was like, "Girl, this is not." The costume was ill-fitted around the shoulders and the arms. The trench coat part of it was too short. There was just a lot of fit issues too.
Do you want to entertain this? We don't have to entertain everything.
No, this is so stupid. I'm like, I don't. We can't change it, so why are we beating a dead horse?
Good.
I'm also like comparing All Stars.
Maybe it's not good in this photo, but it was good, so whatever.
Girl, also, why are they choosing the worst photos as our still shots whenever they post
like
them?
This photo, it looks too short, but that's because it's like literally in the air and you're like running or something.
But that's the one the social team posted.
The entire time you're like swinging that fucking coat around, so who knows how long it is? Like it never touched the ground.
No, literally.
And when I'm watching this, like these looks are not topping any of the looks prior to season.
Also, like, I chose
9.
the shoes
Sorry,
separately. I chose the shoes after the fact that I made it. So sorry, I chose a 9 fucking pair inch of platforms.
No, I don't give a F. I think somewhere later someone like reads my shoes or my shoe color, this and that, and I only think the people that care about that are like shoe people, you know, like fetish shoe people, and I really don't care.
Sure.
You know, like everyone has like their thing, you know, that like they're very specific about. Like I'm sure people are very specific about hair or very specific about makeup, you know. And there are some queens that are like obsessed with shoes. Like Monet is obsessed with shoes.
Manila Luzon used to be obsessed with shoes.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So some queens like are really just obsessed with shoes, I think. So like I think that's why they do that. For me, I'm not really a shoey person.
Oh, I love a shoe.
Unless it's like a fierce, detailed, crazy shoe. But if it's just like basic shoes, like we're all wearing basic shoes, I could care less.
Well, let's cue the Kelly song.
Girl,
I don't mean to be that girl, but I'm being honest.
Right now, they are power bottoms, honey. They are power bottoms.
Wait, can I just say, every time somebody goes, I'm just being honest, that implies to me that you're not honest in previous statements that you were saying to me or to whoever you're talking to.
Well,
so, noted.
To be honest, I mean, honestly speaking...
To be honest, we're all just human beings.
We're just human. I'm a human with 2 eyes.
We're just a human being.
Fire and Ice as well, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. And their story was basically making coffee.
Now,
people, I guess. I don't know.
Now, let me tell you this. Even though they are elements, the way that they did their story wasn't just, oh, I'm fire, oh, I'm ice.
Yeah.
They brought in this element of making coffee with their elements, like acid.
Wait, okay, acid. I think something that you do that also I see myself in you is you when we're brainstorming or throwing out ideas, you'll put everything in the kitchen sink out there and see what kind of sticks. Now, did the iced coffee thing just universally kind of fall into place, or was that actually thought through? Because I know you like went through 1,000,001 different
that was from
ideas.
me. I came that all from me.
Okay.
It was late at night, and I love iced coffee.
And that's what you were drinking to keep yourself up while you were working on the looks, too?
I was just trying to figure it out. Yeah, it literally was just like me trying to be creative, and I was trying to keep it like youthful and cute and more like, well, because they told us the story had to be like, I don't know, weird emphasis on the story, but
it was good because I remember. I think you guys were the last group to do the runway. I don't know, but I thought your guys' story was the best. After I heard it, I was like, oh wait, that was really clever, and there was characterization there. So I thought you guys were going to be in the top. I thought you guys were the top group that week.
Yeah, I mean, if we were going by looks, I would have given it to Alyssa and Cynthia.
Okay,
if it was just runway looks, like for me, like if it was just like looking at people, like I feel like Alyssa and Cynthia gave like a really strong showing visually, but but I felt like their stuff was all over the place.
Speak on it, sister.
And
I shall continue.
So
we don't have to go all the way deep on this.
Clever. It was funny. It wasn't as funny as the first group, but it was funny. It was funny. And she
had her headphones in.
Were executed
It was funny.
consistently together, the best.
Period. So for me, I thought because the way that their looks looked, her dress was long enough, the structure was fine. Yeah, you could see like a little cardboard indent, but like the fact that they made this with cardboard was impressive.
Yeah.
Loved her.
Girl, and also it's like that stupid ass read where they were like, we could see the cardboard. Was that to Denali? Was that read to Denali? I'm like, Diva, if cardboard was an option to use as a supply, that's fucking sickening. And they turned that out. Like, why?
Well, even if they say it to me, I don't care. Yeah.
No, I know.
I think the major cardboard read was actually neither one of us. I think it was Alyssa. All right, fashion photo review. It's only 2 minutes. I love these clips.
Okay. To the stage, my dear old good friend, honey, from way back in the fucking day, the Club Kid days, Miss Acid Betty. Oh,
Raja is one of the first drag queens I'd ever seen. I was underage and snuck into a gay bar, and it was her drag show.
Raja's so fierce. I'm fucking obsessed with her.
I had to tell this. There was one Halloween, they pulled out a body bag, and then they unzipped it and just like revealed her face, and she just did the whole number, like lying there.
In the body bag? One of my favorite performances.
And then they zipped it back up and dragged her back up the stairs.
What's that performance she did? I think it was at Mickey's WeHo, but like she had the powder in her hair, and it was like,
oh yeah,
she would shake her hair.
Oh my god.
So good. No, I want to be Raja when I grow up. I think she's just the coolest vibe.
She is so fucking fierce.
Oh, work, bitch.
I love that jacket.
Yes.
There's so many wonderful things about this. Acid is an amazing creator and sewer and does really amazing inventive things. And from what I'm looking at here, she's kept it on brand. She knows who she is. She is a queen of a certain age. Just gonna say that. So she knows who she is.
Okay.
She might have helped y'all out, youngins watching, get you to the place where you're at now creatively, because once upon a time you saw Acid Betty.
I love the story around the collar.
Girl, and that is true, because when I was on Project Runway, the world, like, I had a party, and that was like...
Wait, give me a resume breakdown. You were on Project Runway. Give it to me.
Season 5.
Season 5 of Project... Wait, do this in chrono...
Did you see you did the thumbs up? It finally gave that fucking emoji bullshit.
Wait, what if I go down? Does it do a thumbs down? Oh, damn, that's... Just... Oh!
Oh, wow. Creative.
I wonder what other emotions it'll react to.
No, but like, yeah, she's right. I've been doing drag for a long time, so.
No, I love that.
Yeah, the nails.
Wait,
the colors.
Wait.
The colors.
So she can call you old, but I can't?
Well, because it's different.
Why is it different?
Because she's saying it that, like, I paved the way for some of you bitches, and you're saying it like I'm letting my phone overheat, or I don't know how to use a coffee machine.
But you're just describing things that just happened to me.
Right, but that's something that usually happens to old people.
I like that bodysuit under it that's got, like, masculine.
Exaggerated male masculine.
Yeah. But my favorite thing is the coat.
Yeah, the multi-tiered collar thing.
Well, that's
it's kind of like this weird Clark Kent story of like exposure. That's what I'm seeing.
I love that.
Superhero vibe.
Uh-huh. Did you have that coat made previously? Was that coat like in...
No, I made the whole thing.
You made it all for the entrance. That's sickening, bitch.
Yeah, and it's funny because the sketch or the composite that I made, I was like literally on the computer. I'd do like pictures put together. It literally looked like this. So I was like,
no, I believe it.
So I was like, oh my God, I really did it.
Is the chest plate, was that Warbler? And like you heated Warbler up? Or what was it?
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, I have a mannequin and I put Vaseline on it. And I just like, and then I also like molded the 6-pack to be more extreme because the mannequin didn't have enough like extreme features, but yeah, and then I molded it on top of the mannequin.
Was it just tied in the back, or is like how did the back work?
Literally just tied around my waist, and because my waist is smaller than the rest of my body, it just holds up.
Period, baby. Got them You got what's that supermodel measurements?
I do actually.
Yeah.
Done this before. Somebody has a clear vision of who she is, and she's come back and she wants to let you know once again, hey, it's me, Acid Betty. I give Acid Betty a 2.
I feel like Raja's looking right at me when she's saying this, because she's like, I'm talking right to you. I see you. Do you know what I mean?
No, I do.
She
I love that.
Anyone else during that but me?
The knee-high Converse that are also heeled.
Is that cool? We got to rewind it.
It gives us.
Want to rewind? Okay.
It gives us MySpace.
It's drag 2005, bitch. I can love.
Does it give MySpace?
Yeah. It makes me feel like I'm 22 again.
It gives me more. For me, it was more like I wanted to give styled pieces. Like I wanted it to be like more stylized than anything. So it was more Hot Topic.
So totally MySpace. Yeah, MySpace.
Everyone's not coming in these like built out.
What was your MySpace username?
Girl, that is not cool right now.
What, MySpace, or you don't want to know?
No, my username.
Oh, okay, never mind. Scratch that.
That's crazy. I love, what was it last season? She goes, I make everything but the show.
Yeah.
And when
that is so crunchy. I love when you said that.
Huge.
That was so crunchy.
Like sewing patent PVC. I was like, Girl, you're so crafty, so amazing.
She 3D prints things as well. I think this thing on her head's probably 3D printed.
And she only gets
so
better and better.
It's insane. And she's been doing drag for like 500 years, you know?
Yeah. So coming like this amphibian, I think it screams, I'm back.
Amphibian? I've not heard that word since like 7th grade.
Amphibian?
Amphibian.
Yeah, it's a fish.
I just think that Thorgy looks like she's going through her realness phase right now because I don't know what's up with this makeup, but she scares me a little bit.
Yeah, that's a nice alternate for fish, Florgy.
All right, come on, vocabulary.
Yes, come on, amphibian.
Can I make one critique?
Oh.
The nude tight, I wish was black.
A black tie, you think?
Because it matches the jacket.
Oh, yeah. So this is a suggestion because she's wearing a blue jacket and blue shoes. She should probably wear blue tights.
Either that or like, well, no. It looks like she's matching the tights to her hair. She has that. She's just matching the tights to her hair, right?
Props.
Orange.
I didn't think of it that
Oh,
way.
it's so good. Ass looks great. Daya Betty, our punk rock diva.
Okay,
Very
wait,
tall.
this is clip.
I want to get up close and actually see this breastplate. Is it leather?
Yeah, I think yes. I think it's made out of leather.
Is it leather?
I mean, imagine seeing this.
Yeah.
That is a piece of
That's cool.
quality.
Yeah.
Fashion. I want to feel the weight. I want to put it on. So cool. I want
Yeah.
So cool. She is something that's represented from like the Hot Topic kid from high
Yes.
school. Do you know what I mean?
I love
She's
that.
still being like, yeah, like I'm punk rock and I'm punk, and she sells it. And it's still really fashionable.
It's really fashionable. And she also does this really cool thing I don't see a lot of girls doing. She's like little metal balls to like simulate
piercings.
over her
Yeah.
face.
I thought they were pierced at
No,
first, and I
bro,
said,
it's
girl,
great.
that's a commitment.
She's fierce.
Like, you
Yeah.
love balls on your face, right? Like you
I
love
love
balls.
them, baby. I love a low hanging fruit, you know?
That's what we paused for. We could have kept this playing.
Okay.
Also see Acid and Cynthia reuniting. How does it feel to see
Oh, I
your
am
girls
starting to
back
heat up
work
now in
for
this jacket.
I mean,
these years?
jealous. I want to
know.
go back.
Oh, she's
Imagine
jealous.
if you win this bracket.
That is true.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
Georgie
I
is so
actually
jealous.
put myself. I'm sure you do this.
Girl, when I told Thorgy that when she knew that I was on this island, when I got called for the island, the first thing she said to me was, "Don't you think it'd be great if we were there together? I should go with you." And I was
And you
like,
said no?
no, I didn't say anything because I didn't want to tell her what I really thought.
And you're like, if I were there,
Yes.
dot, dot, dot.
Mm.
And I was like, oh, that would have been so fun.
Wait. So
Let's move on.
She would have picked me too.
Oh, here we go.
okay. I thought you guys are best
This is
friends
what
the way she's talking.
this is what I
the way
want
she's
here
talking,
when
you
you
guys are
said-
besties, girl.
We're not. We're not best
Okay.
friends. And also, when she's saying here that I would pick her, I want to be very clear. Like, I would not have picked her. Just like, just like on her when she returned, and there was All Stars. She was trying to have like an alliance with all the girls, and they
And
were all
everyone's
like,
and she's like, "Do you want to be in an alliance with me? You want to be in an alliance with me?"
and
You
they
would
were
be
like,
alliance with
okay,
me?
girl, and no one did it. That's what she would have gotten. Everyone would have been like, I'm so happy to see you, but no one would have picked her.
Girl. Also, why would you do that in
Would
the
you have
first
picked her?
episode?
Would you have picked her?
Baby, I didn't pick anybody for an alliance.
No,
So no.
but like for the first
I would have
week,
picked anybody.
for the first week, the Good and Wicked challenge. There's
Would I have
seven
picked her
girls.
for that?
There's 7 girls.
Uh-huh.
Thorgy's there. Would you pick her?
But who was she replacing in the cast?
No, there's 7 girls.
Oh, no.
Right.
No.
Right.
My brain just wouldn't have went to her immediately, no. Now, maybe if we had to do like some sort of like symphony challenge where I had to learn how to play an instrument in less than 4 hours.
Oh my God.
Maybe she could teach
100%.
me to pluck the banjo or the fiddle or whatever.
Yeah, but anything outside of that, absolutely not.
For bracket 3 of RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 10.
Tripping. No need to adjust your.
Didn't Acid, I feel like she wore like a painted body muscle suit thing on her season, like the entrance. I could be wrong. So I will say I love what's going on with the face, like the head thing. I love that. I do love that. I don't think it goes with the outfit. I don't. I mean, it's just like I feel like it's just thing. I really do feel like it's just things thrown together. Maybe if the jacket wasn't black, maybe.
No, I cannot believe that we're actually going to review Nina Bonita Brown.
No, keep playing. I'm curious.
Because this girl is talking about putting random things on their face and it doesn't look right. Like that is how I would describe her drag.
Okay, keep playing.
But overall, also rent the look though.
Like when she puts construction paper on her face. Look, she just lost shit off her face.
I'm like,
what's
what they
happening?
threw her? But good to see her back on though.
That's because I'm not dead.
Girl, those of y'all that have, I mean, have I said this before about her? Those of y'all that watch Roger Rabbit, when I tell you, she looks like the guy that was the villain. Oh, you know I like doing this part.
Yeah.
When he took that
I think
hat
it's a
off,
sign of
and
intelligence
he
when people
was
can
squished,
only
he
like.
got up and them eyes were red, twirling and white. He had that little piece of white hair on top of his head, just like that.
Yes.
He said, "Remember me, Eddie? When I killed your brother, I talked just like that."
Wait, did she make a comment as well about your tights not matching your head? Is that what she was saying earlier? She was making a comment about
she was saying how the headpiece just didn't go with the outfit. Like it just
like
didn't go on.
Insert every runway.
Insert her with a peach.
Insert her
with
literally.
Like, what the fuck is on your face and on your head? Like that's why I'm like I can't believe we're watching this and like listening to her opinion because this is
she
great.
does look. She looks really handsome though right now in the video.
Yeah, no, she should stay like this.
I think her name was Doom. I think.
It's one of my favorite movies.
That makes sense. I could see that.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Betty anymore. I'm telling you, Betty.
So I like, the like, I'm going to Hot Topic today, Mama. Vibe going on. I just wish this could have cinched her more, or she would have had some hips on something. Like it's not doing nothing.
Girl, fuck that. You know what? I'm so tired of that bullshit. I know women that are shaped like women that are shaped like an L. You know where that comes from? When people say that you need to cinch more, give more of a waist, that comes from misogyny.
Wow.
Ginger and Daya are in the top. How? No. Drag can y'all be less flopped? Like, I'm just like, how? Literally, it should have been either Cynthia or in Alyssa, even though their story made no sense at all, or Acid and.
It should have been Cuckoo or Alyssa, even though their story made no sense. Oh, girl, what the fuck is this criteria?
Nina's criteria was anyone but you.
It's our weekly fashion segment. We have a special guest this week. Her name is Laganja Stranja, please.
Oh, I love Laganja.
Wait, I love Laganja. Can we toot up Laganja for a second? Because I'm obsessed. I do love her. She's such good people.
She is.
You got to see her at LA Pride, right?
They're not going to say anything mean again.
I know. They're sisters. They're not going to.
Sister neighbor girl. Hey. So we're going to talk about these girls and their outfits on episode 10. Episode 7, All Stars 10. I'm bad at math. Wicked Good. Acid Betty. I'm sure it's referencing something. I don't like the ankle boot. I would rather much have a thigh-high boot.
Yeah, see? Shoe fetish.
See all that tight.
Me either. All that tight is too much.
Yeah.
Too matte.
I love that they think that. I love that they have their opinion. But see, that's the problem with this. I actually don't fucking care.
I know. That's the bad thing is like, damn, this podcast is going to be interesting because I think we're just too blasé about it in general. Like, we're just too blasé about them
I'm trying
talking.
to think like, oh, her, my ankle, but then like nothing.
Like, I almost want my feelings to be hurt more.
I know nothing about them. This one is going to change anything. Like, and then at the end of this, like, would you change anything you did? I would be like, resoundingly no. Like, in fact,
literally.
I would emphasize my ankle boot now that I know she hates it. Like, I will line it with fluorescent, like, ankle straps. And be like, no.
You would have put
and
Post-it.
I'll put a tag on it that says ankle boot.
Yeah, so you're going to put Post-its going down your leg with arrows drawing down
It'll be like
draw
matte ankle boot.
Too. I think I like
disgusting
the thing much better. The jacket feels a little bit like an afterthought, or like it doesn't go with the look.
Oh, right.
And
So
the boots too. I think I would have loved her to just like continue.
Yeah, no, I love that they're
sunset.
discussing it in pieces, but that was the thing. Like, I like to invoke shit, and I wanted you to want me to take off the cut. Like, that was what I was trying to do. So I love that she wants me to take it off. I'm like, yeah, because that was the point.
house.
Let's start at the bottom. The shoe is good.
See,
all the
they
way
love
to the top.
shoes.
You
I
mentioned
told
the
you.
detail.
Yeah, so
Shoes.
Cool. About the custom logo.
Interesting tights. Love the 2 color tones.
A thigh.
Oh, see, take notes, Acid.
The belt.
What?
The little puffy
The
tail.
tights, the different
they
color
love,
tones.
they all
It
love the
looks like
pedestrian
she
look.
put
I'm
this
taking
on,
notes.
She took a picture and saw what it was going to look like.
I
on
get
TV,
it. I know
and
when I'm
then-
dealing with pedestrian
because a lot of
queens.
times black doesn't got so many.
Look at what
different
they're
ones.
wearing.
Well, and
Two
that's why I think she
pedestrian
was smart
queens.
for having the purple tight and the pink and the, foxtail and matching the pink in the hair. And it was well done.
Like, this is a
I'm
tease
not
big for
mad at it
Willow.
at all. It's
Yeah.
great.
She thinks that's big.
She has boots on. Yeah.
I like the boots. I mean, the boots are the best
I
part.
mean, I didn't hate the look. I just didn't think as a design challenge, either one of these were very designed.
Exposed corset on a long
Common
jacket.
consensus.
The jacket.
An exposed corset's what you're gonna read me for, Willem? Girl. Coming from the diva that will literally do her podcast with fucking sunglasses that she's drawn eyeballs onto because she doesn't want to do her makeup. Like, that's sickening, don't get me wrong, but like,
No, I
exposed
know.
corset? Sister.
This feels more like a high fashion thing.
Right. I didn't understand why they got red. I think these look more elevated than the 2 before.
I agree.
Okay, fuck you. Listen, we can all agree. We all get it.
From this
I
photo.
think
I'm judging
all of
from this
these
photo.
No. I'm judging from the consensus of every video we've watched. And being there, I genuinely thought that as well.
Oh wait,
so
they're reading the hem.
When they zoomed in
Wait,
and they showed
but
the
not
hem
the
of
read.
it too, the only problem was the hem was done in an
orange.
orange thread instead of a red because there was orange in the fabric, I'm sure, and that's what they loaded. But like, it was clean. It
Yeah,
was
I
well
thought so,
done.
too.
It's clear that they already had bought their return tickets and they knew who was going home when.
Right.
Everybody went home at the same time.
Oh.
But this was
true.
good for me.
I thought it was too. I liked how they both had the spiky detail on their hip. I
Mm-hmm.
thought there was a real
Heat miser hooker.
That's right, bitch.
Rigorella.
All right.
Okay.
10 episode 7. I said Betty
Oh.
back
Yeah.
on my screen.
Absolutely.
They're gonna be nice
It
right
actually
now.
makes me feel like nostalgic and happy, like warm inside seeing her on television.
And I actually feel like they're trying to. I feel like they're trying to get something out of Betty, and we're going to talk about it when we get to judging. But it feels like they're trying to get something out of Betty by giving her a certain treatment. But I don't want to get it. I don't want to put the horse before the wagon. No, I want to put the wagon before the horse. The horse
But
does
I
go before the
recorded
wagon.
with them, so they know.
I completely forgot that Diabetes was eliminated first. And Rue announces that the girls will be working. No, before they get out of drag, Rue announced the girls will be working in pairs for the first design challenge. So Acid Betty is 47 years old. She was the oldest one from our season. I think she was 30. She was 38.
Oh, so she's just talking about how you're old
like, we were talking
again.
to someone, she goes,
Yeah, it
it's
was
crazy
38.
how like the
That's
old
true.
girls paired with the new girls. And then I'm like, when she said that, I was like, is season 8 Cynthia and Acid
Old?
considered an old girl?
Yeah.
Well, I think old seasons. I mean, we were the last logo season. So everyone.
Oh my God, wait. You guys were all on the same season.
Yeah, these are my girls.
Oh my God, the way my brain just connected all of those dots.
Yeah, that's the
I was
winner,
like-
and that's the girl that sent
I
me
know.
home.
I don't know why my brain disassociated there for a second. That's crazy. That's
and
sickening.
they
So
know,
many legends.
and they know that I got a shitty edit. So that's why I'm like, this is going to be interesting.
Oh.
Because I was just as nice.
Blame it on the edit.
I was just as nice. Like, even like when I was up against Naomi, she was freaking out, and I was like coddling her, and we were outside, and I was just really give a good show and all these like positive things, and all of it was cut. You know what I mean? It was just like,
We were basically a web show. We might as well have been a YouTube show. And Betty's workroom look is killing me. It's Where the Wild Things Are meets WeHo Pride. And honestly, it's
damn,
so
I'm wearing
great.
it.
It's so Betty. I hope we see this jacket every episode. I really do. With the chain.
Oh, you see multiples of it.
Oh God.
Like gremlins.
She looks like well rested. I don't know. I don't think she's like done anything, but I feel like she just looks like
Period.
Yeah, I love Betty. Everyone is like, I want Betty. And Betty's like, So Betty can choose whoever she wants. Alyssa wants
And
to
the
work with
reason why I'm shocked that everybody wants me is because on the season that I filmed with Bob and Naomi, nobody wanted me. Meaning Bob didn't want to work with me, Naomi didn't want to work with me. If I recall, like there was a moment where we did like that school group where you pick someone for the teams, and I was like the last one picked. So
Betty chooses Denali, and then Betty chooses. I should start saying Acid because I always call her Betty. Everyone calls her Acid. I call her.
Everyone does
Wait,
call me
Acid. I was going to say, I call you Acid. Do you prefer Betty or do you prefer Acid? Because I like being Daya. I like Betty. I
don't have a preference, but people who know me, who are my friends, call me Acid.
Well, I just like to abbreviate that and call you Ass.
And I don't think they know that, but like my close friends, it always happens. Like all my close friends and everybody, they always call me Acid. It's never Betty. But if people kind of like don't really know me, they always call me Betty. I've been called much worse by much better.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Use my words against me.
We know you can't wait to see what's next.
Like and subscribe and stay tuned for episode 2.
Want us to review your review? Then tag us, bitches. Hashtag Petty Betties, hashtag Petty Betties Podcast, at Diabetty or at Acid Petty.
The Petty Betties are watching you, watching us.